I like how the actors have scripts. All the non-actors are off book. I directed a show once and was told that it needed more crosses, so that's what that was. Anthony, go! This is a video of me working on my Pecha Kucha. I have quite a bit of experience being other people and saying words written by other people, but to get up here and talk as myself feels unnatural. So thank you for your patience as I try to figure out why I'm here. Headshots. There are only a few people in the world who enjoy getting headshots. Everybody thinks they need to lose a little weight first or get a haircut first or wait for a zit to clear. It's not just you. There's a misconception that you should cancel a headshot session if the weather's rainy or too hot or too cold. But you can take a good headshot anytime, anywhere, even when the planet is on fire. Can I Photoshop things out? Yes, but it's unnecessary. A coffee stain or dirt on your shirt should be Photoshopped, but you don't need your entire face blurred out and replaced by someone else's face. That's not how a headshot works. It's you. It used to be that only actors needed professional headshots. Now all professionals and unprofessionals need headshots for business websites, Grindr profiles, pure show posters. I always try to feature a face from the ensemble. We usually don't know what the show's going to look like. Rehearsals often haven't started. I'll go home after a photo shoot and send Sharon a draft of the poster at about 3 a.m. and she'll text me, I love it. It's a little too clean though. Or I love it, yes. Or I don't love it. I don't know why. The days of the week in my head are backwards for some reason. The hours of the day run counterclockwise. I don't know why. A year is cyclical and counterclockwise too, with December at the top and June at the bottom down there. Time is a flat circle. Nietzsche, Schopenhauer, McConaughey. This image says pure all over it, but it's from my day job at Arcadia. We have tons and tons of books in print about every town and city in America. Titles like Mushroom Farming and Stinkhole, Wisconsin. Your relatives are in these books. Your school, the street where you were born. I've been an editor and proofreader for so long, I can't read for pleasure anymore. Reading for me is typos, reading is pain. There are so many typos in the world. When you show people a new logo, it's not like the Nike swoosh. So that's it. There's an instinct to want to change things or start over, try a different font. Or what if it's all in italics? What if it isn't that and it's something else? Eventually, people get used to the new logo, and it gets older and moves away to college, and then you can't remember a time when that wasn't the logo. This is one of the first photographs I ever took. It was Grandparents' Day, and I was a student at Ashley Hall. My grandpa Harry is on the left. True story, he used to play Bach violin concertos with Albert Einstein. Einstein said, I know that the most joy in my life has come to me from violin. I have also played violin, but it did not provide me the most joy in my life. It was a little violin. Taking pictures of my son when he was small eventually turned me into a pro photographer. My wife kept getting me better cameras, and then other people started asking, since I had a good camera, would I take pictures for them? Then I got a good computer to process the millions of images, and then people started asking me to build websites on my good computer. So many of the people who email you, text, call, or try to friend you online these days are not even real human people anymore. They are spam. They are Russians filling us with hate, causing us to destroy ourselves. This is Erica Veal. I didn't know Erica before she texted me and emailed me to set up a shoot, but she's very much a real person. This is my dog Perry, dressed like a count. I'm a dog person now. I wanted to paint this portrait in oil, and then having completed the masterpiece, say, I alone painted this ridiculous portrait of my dog, but my phone heard me having that thought, and then Instagram served a promoted post from Crown and Paw, so I uploaded an iPhone picture, and then they sent me that on a cheap dented canvas, and now your phone will show you the same ad later tonight. Some people recommend posting every day at peak times, like 10 a.m. Seems like a good idea. It's a pretty day, you see a cool flower or a spider web, you have some recent work to share, but don't do it. They will find you. Many of us are burning out from working multiple gigs to make ends meet. It's not necessarily impressive to have 5 jobs. Someone who can say, I do one thing is impressive these days. I'm an oncologist. I enjoy kayaking. That's expertise. We need more oncologists and people who will be able to prevent oncology from being necessary in the first place. We need Tony Stark to save us, or just pure co-founder Rodney Lee Rogers. Gibson Carter and Bronson Taylor in Russian Transport. I played their creepy Uncle Boris. They live in New York now. Michael Smallwood, heavyweight champ. Support the arts! As if the arts are these clinging urchins that live on guilt trips and can't survive without you feeding them 3 times a day. Look, we'll be doing the arts whether you're in the room or not, but it's better for you if you're there. If you want to show up because you heard it's life-changing and hilarious, or because the last time you came you couldn't stop talking about it for weeks, that's great. I want us to do good work so good and different that you are literally kicking yourself when you miss it. And once we do it, it's gone forever. You're lost, but I'm not going to guilt you about it. It's fine. This is from a play called Love Song. You can take 10,000 pictures in a day if you have enough memory cards and batteries, but it's the ability to curate a few that burns into the memory. It's about culling, picking the greatest hits. Joel Watson here in Father Comes Home from the Wars, parts 1, 2, and 3. Performance is the edited version of the rehearsal process. It's the final draft, except live performance is a little bit different every time, so each night is a different edit. I usually photograph the shows I'm not acting in on the Wednesday before first preview. Costumes aren't ready, paint is wet, the scaffolding is on center stage, people are using banana phones or miming eating, and you have to rely on depth of field to hide things that aren't quite right or don't yet exist. Joel's pictured here with Smitty and Lawrence doing some sort of twisted Confederate reenactment. Joy Vandervoort Cobb in the mountaintop. When you're playing a part, you can convince yourself you can do anything. I can make it look like I really know how to play saxophone or speak Portuguese. I can even dance on stage, but not in real life. You can fake anything with enough rehearsal. You can't solve certain problems with a 90-minute play, but you can get the conversation started by turning off the lights and messing with a room packed with emotions and dangerous ideas. And Joy's really good at that. This presentation format is actually kind of a good metaphor for the limited time we have. Ultimately, we just have to throw things out there and see what sticks. And clouds are pretty. Thank you for being here.